Sophia MOMODU is giving in her all to make sure Imade and Davido don't ever come together. I mean, she's meant to be the kind of mother that is meant to encourage her child. In tough situations like this, let Imade know that despite all the things that is going on, despite all the liabilities happening in their life, that Davido is still caring for Imade. But now, what it is showing is that Sophia MOMODU is even trying her very own best to try and drift Imade away from Davido as far as she can. Because all of these things that is really going on in the sides of Davido is really alarming, because of course Sophia MOMODU is the kind of person that does whatever she wants to do at any given time or any given place at all. And the problem between her and Davido has been very alarming, because she and Davido understand themselves very, very well. But the most important solution thing is that even Davido doesn't like the way Sophia MOMODU has been reacting nowadays. Davido is not a fan of what Sophia MOMODU has been on to nowadays. I mean, she has a possibility of doing whatever she can do in this life, and the thing that she now decides to do is go against Davido. All of these things that Sophia MOMODU is busy battling or she's busy handling is not a perfect time to carry out all of these tasks. It is not a perfect time for her to carry out all of these tasks, because she is going to put herself in positions where she doesn't want to be. Positions where she will go ahead and see herself as the only person that can make all of these things work. I mean, she has an opportunity to clear her head, after the Davido left. She has an opportunity to sit down and think about what exactly is going to happen in her life still. But you see, Sophia is just all about making sure that Davido and Imade don't come back together. We understand that your own is just to make sure that they don't come back together, but that doesn't mean that all of the advances or all of the things that Davido has been doing just for only Imade, you are going to let that pass. That is where there's going to be problem. That is where there's going to be what? That is where there's going to be problem. Because Davido on the bright hand side is still trying to figure out a life without Imade. He's still trying to figure out a life without Imade. After the custody case, he's on the verge of making sure that every little thing happens for himself. He is trying to make that happen because that is what exactly he wants to do. That is what exactly he has seen and made sure. He has tried his possible best to make everybody know that he is still trying for the so-called Imade that Sophia MOMODU say that I don't love. If that is not what Davido is up to, I don't know what else he is. I don't know what else he is. Now, gifts were meant for Imade's birthday. Of course, Imade's birthday is going to be coming up soon, and it is going to be a blessing not just for only Imade, but for the whole entire Adeleke family. Because they will get to experience another Adeleke turn a new year. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that lovely? I mean, everybody is even happy about the things that is really going on around. Davido's wedding is coming up soon. Imade is having her own birthday celebration. Hailey will follow as well. Life is really becoming good for the Adelekes. But you see, Sophia is willing to put an end to whatsoever life they think they want to live, because she already knows that if she has an opportunity to do whatsoever she wants to do, she'll be glad enough to take that opportunity. She'll be glad enough to take that certain opportunity to make sure that it works the way she wants it to be. Instead of all of that, I guess what exactly might be happening again. I wonder what else she's really looking for. She has the opportunity, she has the wisdom, she has knowledge to make sure that all of the people around her are as fine as they are. But you see Sophia and Davido fight. Sophia is not willing to let that go. She is willing to take any drastic step at all she needs. Whether it is by hook or whether it's by crook, she doesn't even care. All that she knows is that she doesn't want Davido to be near Imade. And that is what she's planning to do. That is what she's always up to. That is what she's always fighting for. She has other things to do in her life. I mean, there are so many things she needs to settle in her life. There are so many things she needs to go through in her own entire life. But you see, the one whereas Davido and Imade don't get to stay together, that is what she's rooting for. I see no possibility else. I see no other thing else that she's really looking for except for that. Because she has an opportunity to actually say, oh, Davido and Imade, they are actually good fits for each other. So why exactly am I wasting my time pulling it up this stream? Why exactly am I taking my time to make sure all of these things don't happen? You know, so many things are really going on in the life of Davido that he fails to understand what exactly Sophia MOMODU is up to. He fails to understand what exactly is her point, because he seems to not get all of these things that she's busy doing. He doesn't get all of these things that is really happening. I mean, one point in his life, you know, he's planning on how Imade can be together with him, you know, they will have a nice time and all of that. And the other one, he's busy planning, what exactly does Sophia MOMODU want from me? Why is she doing all of this to Davido? Why is she trying to misbehave around him? Why is she trying to take all of these things to the next level? All of these plans and all of these things, all of these schemes is just because of what Sophia MOMODU wants. It's just because of how exactly she has pictured all of this. Of course, she has seen it as an opportunity to actually get some things for Davido. But now, the things that were meant for Imade, the things that Davido has specifically arranged for Imade, she is busy rejecting them all. From the gifts to the flight tickets to most of the things that can make Imade happy on her birthday. It is already becoming a problem because Davido cannot seem to understand what exactly this Sophia MOMODU wants. He can't seem to understand the real deal behind this Sophia. He can't seem to understand the real thing at all. Because if she has an opportunity to showcase what exactly she wants, she won't still do the same thing. So why should he bother? Why should he go ahead and make sure that Sophia MOMODU is happy? Happiness for Sophia MOMODU is just leaving her with Imade. I think that is it. I think that's exactly what she wants. Because if she has an opportunity to do any single thing, it won't be what is going on around now. No, because she will be willing to do every single thing that she wants to help her own family and to help the people around her, just so that they succeed the way she is. But you see, Sophia, I don't know if it is greed or it is another thing else, or she has something in store for herself or Davido, but whatever she's doing is going to land her in places where she doesn't want to be. It is going to put her in situations where she doesn't want to be. Places like this, I've actually seen Sophia MOMODU go through so much stress and so much trouble. And yet, guess what? She's not even where she wants to be at the end of the day. She is not where she wants to be at the end of the day. So why take that chance? Why take that opportunity when you can just settle all of these things for once? When you can go ahead and settle all of your grudges and all these things between Davido and look at how everything will blossom for you. But your own is no. Davido and Imade coming together is out of your bound. You are not going to allow it at all. You are not going to do this at all. You are not going to do that at all. Just to make sure that you make a statement in your life. We understand you making a statement, but that doesn't mean you go out and make sure that all of these things don't happen. There is no point in it. There is no single point. If you have something to do to yourself, if you have something that you need to talk about, go ahead and speak about it. If it is something that people are happy about, they will actually help you. But you see this Imade and Davido case, it is not just even something that people don't like. They don't want it at all. Davido has proven his love to Imade over and over again. But you see Sophia is not even ready to accept it. She's ready to fight till whenever. Okay guys, don't forget to drop your comments at the comment section till we come your way again. Goodbye and peace out.